Kareem invites George to the mosque. They gather to do a good deed. Together they make food baskets to share with others in need.
The storybook lesson of Ramadan is the same, but how this young family marks the annual Muslim Holy Month this year will be very different.
I think we're going to really miss having bigger dinner parties to celebrate the end of fast. We'll miss our congregational prayer.
Mohammed Jinnah's family will stay away from his aging parents in a bid to shield them from COVID. But the virus, he says, has brought many principles of Ramadan into focus.
The lockdown has now shown us that in reality, although we act like we're different, we're all in this together. Some of the things that we take for granted, I've now realized over the last month, are not to be taken for granted, but to be taken as granted to us.
Muslims who observe Ramadan go without food and drink from sunrise to sunset every day. Then get together to break their fast, eat and pray together. It's difficult to not come together.
It's the first time I've had to pray alone and not be side by side with members of our community. The unique thing is that this pandemic is actually giving Muslims an opportunity to now practice that self-discipline and that realization of sacrifice.
Virtual dinners and Quran readings are being offered as an alternative to large gatherings.
I like to say that more mosques have risen in the community in the sense that many people have kind of made a mosque in their homes.
Online viewership of prayers has increased considerably in recent weeks. The Muslim community has already seen sweeping changes as physical distancing rules have come into effect. Congregational prayers and other events have been cancelled at the mosque, and the community aspect of Ramadan this year will be very challenging. With its stay-at-home orders, the COVID-19 pandemic is forcing changes to some customs and making others, like fasting, more challenging.
Kareem is going to try fasting a day without food or drink. George is curious. Can Kareem do it?
I'm going to be at home all the time, and with the fridge so close to proximity, the distractions are going to be much more difficult to manage.
By the time Ramadan ends in 4 weeks, it's hoped some COVID restrictions will be loosened, and the celebration of Eid will be a more familiar event. Belle Puri, CBC News, Vancouver.